Yo, morning everyone. So you may recognise this kitchen. This is one we did previously, but we are not talking about this kitchen today. We're actually back on this job. So this is just another thing of when the customers will come and work for us, or we work for them, should we say, we end up doing various different bits and bobs. So today we're going to be fitting this Ring floodlight camera. We're going to got two of them in fairness to fit, one at the front and one at the back. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do so. The link is in the corner. It is not a sponsored video by Ring at all, and it's the first time I've actually fitted one of their camera floodlight systems. So we're going to do it together. So get a cup of tea, sit back, enjoy, get a little bicky wicky, and I'll see you outside. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to take down, so you've got the old security light up there, as you can see, so we're going to take that one down because we don't need to. It had previous CCTV up in the top corner, so I'm also going to take those down, same as out the front, get rid of those. We're going to see if we can tidy up this wiring as well that runs across. But yeah, festoon lighting, we did all that on a previous video. And I think the title is something along the lines of, we're going to turn the garden into Love Island. I think that's the one. So that's what we're going to be doing out of the back. So this, a bit dark actually in fairness. So this is fed via a non-switch spur up there, which if you don't know what that is, I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so now we've got that, we now know what a non-switch spur is. So that is up there. So out the front, I've already disconnected the actual CCTV that's actually wired. So let's jump in the loft. You ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're in the loft. So what we've got out the front arrangement, we've got one camera over that side, one camera, I think, in the sort of center. So the plan is, so I'm going to strip all the wiring out. So the previous installer has used the shotgun cable for it. So if you don't know what that is, I'm going to show you. So that's what we call shotgun cable. So that's how they powered up the previous system. So customers are a little bit fed up with the older system. It's got a little bit tired and it wasn't very reliable for them, and they couldn't use it via their phone, which is what they wanted. So they've opted for the Ring cameras, which is what we're going to put up. So I've just got to strip all that lot out. So we're going to feed it off the lighting circuit. We're going to put another fuse spur in here to control it, and then bring it down. So that's what we're doing. So I better get some kit out and sort my life out, because it's been hectic this morning for me. So right, stripped this lot out so far. This is what's already gone so far, but I've had loads to do. But yeah, just as another side note, the customers have already had some solar and battery storage put in, so which is quite cool. They were just going through all the stats and stuff on that. It's not a massive system, but it's actually, they're really impressed with it so far. So so yeah, I don't even know why I told you that, but I did nonetheless. Okay, so let's have a little look in the box of what you actually get, because I actually don't know. I genuinely don't know what it comes with. Let's have a look. Nice little briefcase. I was going to say something. I've been watching the In-Betweeners, and if you watched the In-Betweeners before, you'll know what I'm going to say. But I can't say it because it's a, you know, it's a very PC channel, you know. I'm not that kind of guy. So we have got the camera itself. Okay, I mean, Rings, let's be honest, Rings, they've been out for a while, haven't they? So it's not like they, you know, it's new to everything. Okay, so faceplate on first, wiring all connections up there. It even comes with a little level, how true or not that is, but we'll use it, we'll go with it. But yeah, quite a cool little thing. So there's that. No idea what that's for. And I think this is a little toolkit that you get with it. So a little screwdriver. So a little bad boy screwdriver there. Like it. And I believe this will be a fixing kit for it. Yeah. So little fixing kit, and then we've got our Little sticker to whack on the window to know that we are going to be perving at you at all times. So if you want to be, you know, trying to steal the car, then we're going to watch you while you do it. Because let's face it, we can't do anything about it, because that is for the police to deal with, isn't it? Honest. So fixing kit involves 3 fixings. You've got some nuts to go on to here to hold the bad boy on, and then it will be over to pairing the bad boy up, which is as simple as that. So the trickiest part of the job is actually, in fairness, getting the feeds outside and getting that sorted. So let's go. Okay, so we're going to be stripping this back out. So that security light up there is a bit of a mess the way the wiring is, to be honest. So we're going to strip that out and then mount the actual ring camera over that side where it comes through, like I said, on the non-switch spur. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do something a little bit different for you. I'm going to put you in the sky and see how that pans out with me taking that down. So bear with, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so next stage now is, so we've unpackaged our camera, floodlight, and so we've got back basically the mounting plate now, which has got to go up. So we're going to continue with the flex that's already up there. So there's an up and a down for obvious reasons, because you don't want to be getting that wrong, do you? So we're going to mount that up. Hope you enjoyed your little sky fly. It's a very windy day. Very windy day, so I have to be careful what I'm doing. Don't want the drone going over next door, because I don't think they like the owners. Okay, so I have to be careful what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be mounting this up now, so we're going to be getting that up and sorted. We're going to use a little bit of the old marksman. That little bad boy's going on. So anyway, day's dragging on, so I've got to really get on. So I've got another job to get to, girls and boys. So we're going to be using 6mm drill bit. Hopefully you can see this, not just the bottom of my legs. Hold on. Hold on. You might just be getting a little bit of the old calf shot, which some of you might enjoy a little bit of leg, but you know, not most of you dudes, I'm going to be honest. Let's be honest, most of the demographic is blokes around my age watching this. So we're going to use a bit of 6mm. The reason behind using the 6mm rather than a 5.5 is, bear with, there is a reason. So we've got, so these raw plugs basically by Fisher are a definite 6mm. So if you use anything like the 5.5, they're just too damn tight to get in there. And we all like it nice and tight. I know what we're saying, you know, but there's tight and then there's tight. Oh, I'm all over the shop here. Like, up, down, up, down. I know you lot are going to be saying, you should be taking everything up in one go. I know I should be, but I'm not. Here we are. See, and the wonders of editing, within a couple of seconds, this is all going to be mounted up. So just going to point out before the magic happens. So there's a little rubber grommet that it comes with that goes into that, where covers basically where the screw holes are. You need to put them on for warranty reasons. So a dab of silicone, but in fairness, these are chunky, I call them chunky 30mm screws that are in. And 30mm are not good enough, trust me, they are on this. So they're chunky, I think they're 5 by 30s, I think. Even with those in, it's still all right. Okay. So there's also a nice handy little hook as well on there, just ready to hang your light. And I tell you what, I'm going to show you, right? 'Cause it's the kind of guy I am. So if you look on here, if you remove that tape, there is, right, super close up of the head, I reckon. So there's a little hook that you can hang the light on. So that's quite a clever little feature. So you ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. And as if by magic, it's on. Okay, so one of the little handy tips as well for you, there is a bit of cellophane that goes over the front of that. Obviously make sure you take that off because it's pretty clear that you're gonna have to take it off anyway. Also, where you've got the fixing nuts, so I don't know whether you knew or know, if you are looking at installing it, basically, see on the screwdriver you get on the inside, that perfectly fits the nuts. So yeah, right, let's go and pair that up. Right, so I've just put the 3 amp fuse back in the non-switch spur, like I said. So we've already got a ring, same setup basically at the front. So we've already got that sorted. So we're back logged on now, and we're going to add a device. So security cameras. So I've got to just scan the QR code, which is on the book. As always, highly organised. Come on. Let's get there. Where are we? Come on, where are you? Of course it'd be on the last one. Ready to scan. Whoosher. Okay, so I've already got the location in, so we're gonna obviously add to that. So this is in the garden. So it's asking if I remove the film, which is what I said a second ago. Yeah, she gone. It's been installed because it will ask for that. So it's also now going to ask for the Wi-Fi code, but I'm hoping because it's already on, it should have that anyway. It's now asking whether the light's flashing, and I don't know whether you can see that really, but there's a blue indicator there that's flashing away. So it's now trying to pair the devices up. Please hold while I connect you. So it's now asking to connect to the Tinterwebs.
Now connected to the Ring app.
A bit cheeky, isn't it? A little chit chat. So it's now connecting to the actual home Wi-Fi system here. Now we've got two. We've got one for the garden room behind you, and obviously here.
Connecting to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
a moment.
Yeah, right. Interrupting me as usual. So we're pairing that up. Then also what's going to happen, it's going to look for a firmware update. So obviously you need to make sure that
setup successful.
There you go. It's actually said still connecting, time to go and get yourself a coffee, funnily enough, although they don't know I don't drink coffee because it's rank.
Now installing an update. This may take several minutes.
I might as well just leave her to tell me. So you can link it to all different people, so different phones and accesses and all that lot. So we're going to optimize the motion. Okay, so we're going to adjust all that. Continue. So I've said to the homeowners that there's going to be a little bit of setup time. Obviously you need to have a little bit of a play with it, to be honest, to make sure they're happy with all notifications, because you can get about 3 million emails if you want for every man and his dog, you know, being around. Obviously not on this one because you're in the garden. If every man and his dog was in your garden, I would say that would be an issue. So now it's doing the update. And that's basically it. So the gist of it is it's going to do its update now, then we're going to set up our parameters. Okay, so in this garden here, obviously we don't want it to be activated when either one of the neighbours comes out and hangs their washing out. That's going to be really annoying. So we'll set all the parameters up. So the gist of it is, because I don't really want to show you the customer's phone in detail, is you've got your picture field of view, and there's basically little dots that you can adjust, and I mean fine adjustment, to activate. So if you've got a little area that needs covering, you can alter it to suit all that sort of stuff. Here it's a rectangle, it's not rocket science, and that's basically it, and then you're away. So the thing is with these is that you can also set off a siren, which the homeowner liked. There's also a voice control as well, so you can, if some little scrote's trying to break into your house, you can say, you're not doing a very good job of that because I'm actually inside the house, please go away politely. Of course you will. You can do all those sorts of things, and that's pretty much it. There's not really much more to it, but overall they're a really straightforward job. The hardest part I find about it is just getting the initial setup on the actual app itself. So once that's done, it's pretty straightforward to just keep adding on devices as you go in. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, and if you have, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on, because you'll get another little message to say that we've dropped another fantastic episode. Take care, look after yourself, see you later.